I mean, obviously I cried and broke down. Like, it's like, I'm a freaking mother, supposed to be my son. My milk is like coming, you know, going to, like, finally after latching and trying to breastfeed, my milk is like starting to flow, and yet I have to be watered again, and I don't know how like the breast is gonna take it, you know, the engorgement. I mean, mothers have so many worries, and I'm barely recovering from my C-section wound, so I was like overwhelmed. Then the moment I was admitted and they tried to like get me into a room, a ward which wasn't available, so here I am now in ICU, the intensive care unit, right? And then I just started to break down, and I was like, why is this happening to me? Because when I research, it's 1 out of 100 people that suffer from this when they have an epidural. But that being said, if you are the 1 out of 100, it's 100% for you. You are suffering full-fledged, and that is me. I had an MRI. That was my first MRI scan, and they had to put me on dye, like so many drips, and on iron as well. Yeah, so the MRI is needed to determine if there is even a leakage in the spine, because if there's a leakage, apparently there's fluids in your nervous system that will cause fluid to be in your brain if there's a leakage. So yes, there was a leakage, and then according to the scan, it was quite bad. Like, my brain was already floating in liquid lah, and if it wasn't treated, potentially it wouldn't go away on its own, and it might lead to bleeding according to the specialist. So thank God I came early. So if you guys can, and you have like really bad symptoms like me after an epidural, please think about visiting the doctor early to get early treatment and intervention. It's very important. Lying down makes me feel better. Blocked ears, also one of the symptoms. Yeah. So the spine pain, the spine being very pain is also one symptom. So a lot of painkillers had to be administered. Yeah, intravenous, like oral. And then I couldn't eat also because appetite obviously is bad, right, with the pain. The next day, they brought me to the operation room, yeah, which was quite fast. I think 1.5 hours maybe. And when I went there, they had a CT scan. They had to scan exactly where the leak in the spinal cord is, so that they can take a blood from me. They took blood from my hand while I was like on general anesthesia. So this time around is a surgery, so it's general anesthesia, because they basically don't want me to be moving when it's such a dangerous surgery. They have to be very accurate with where they are puncturing my spine this time around. So I inhaled oxygen. I was lying down sideways, and before I know it, I was sleeping. But what they tell me happened was, first they would put me in to see where the leak is, and then they'll take me out and then insert some dyes into my body and put me in again, and then use the blood retrieved from my hand to clot the hole, the gaping hole in my spinal cord, to clot it so that there wouldn't be a hole, and slowly my nervous system will be back to normal.